You could have brought out somebody's inner child, or like gave them a spark again. You could have been somebody's muse. You could be a lot of people's muse in some kind of way, because you're so encouraging, and maybe you'll even hold space to brainstorm on how to execute it, or, you know, with your additional manifestation magic power and how you nurture everything. See how she's pouring the water? It's like you make sure the flowers get water, y'all. And you're patient, and you nurture, and you grow. And yeah, you do things the right way, and look at the results. Yeah. It's like you could have boundaries, you could fight for yourself, you could, you know, hold a high position, or maybe somebody's seeing why now somebody was defensive. Like, somebody's putting 2 and 2 together, y'all. Alright, outcome, because the hope and or fear is that somebody's not going to be healed enough to have this 4 of Wands, which is like a reunion or a celebration, a marriage, a harmonic union, partnership, pursuit of creativity, or just something really happy and positive and stable with security. They don't want somebody, yeah, the Hangman in reverse, exactly. They don't want to make any sacrifices, and they couldn't sacrifice you because it's coming out underneath the star, because you're still shining, baby. You're still fighting for yourself. They tried to block your progress here. Felt like they only could do that temporarily, and then it just accelerated like it always would. Yeah, and there's this death energy here. Yeah, and now something's over because somebody took too long to make a decision, or they were in denial, they're stuck in a stalemate, they can't, the universe has decided for them now, this is what's happening, you are going to shine wherever you are, and you're going to be appreciated, and you're going to use your light to relight, reignite everywhere, and everyone. It's like, yeah. Starseed energy, y'all. Yeah, somebody tried to block. Okay, yeah, jealous, Queen of Wands in reverse, back to the Hex in reverse. Tried to block something or slow something down, or found it to be disturbing and offensive that you fight for yourself, and you just take up so much space with your energy. These are people that want you to shrink and be small and be conforming and, like, you know, low effort or something. Like, they tried to slow something down. They couldn't stand it. They were in competition with you. This is somebody that's, you know, yeah. They don't have morals. They're the opposite. This is, you know, somebody shady, witchy, destructive. They caused death energy. They wanted to supernova that star seed light that you have. Wanted to blow it up. They wanted to cause endings to whatever you're manifesting, because they're bitter, jealous hoe who is heartless and didn't want to. So let's just say you were gonna, for instance, when I say that this person doesn't want to take any sacrifices, they're very useless. They create stuck energy, y'all. And they like that because they have control over it, like, because you're so inspiring that if they didn't put a block, everybody would join your squad and you would quickly outshine them. And they don't want people to see you, like, they don't want people to follow you because they don't have the motivation to shine their light. They don't have they're just so karmic-y. They don't want to have morals and ethics and, you know, Christ consciousness. They don't want that shit. This is somebody who makes fun of that stuff. But yet, the results are there, you know what I mean? I don't know. So yeah, it's like they couldn't sacrifice you, you're shining again, and now this is just like, it's over. This competition or this this maybe there could be two feminines here. Maybe this is like a mistress energy. Maybe they're going through an ending. What's this death and Queen of Wands in reverse? They're so jealous of you, though. The devil. Look, even the devil comes out looking like an angel in your energy, dude. It's like, so this person's really the devil, but they like prop themselves up to look like, you know, of the light, but really look, it's like either way you put it, there's still a chain, and they still make people small beneath them, and they're sitting on some kind of pedestal. Either way, even with the light behind them, yeah, there's still chains. It's still, yeah. So yeah, something's really toxic. It's, you know, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. It's the Lord of the Underworld energy, and you're the Lord of the skies. You know, and the celestial kingdoms. It's like, and your light outshines this whole group. Your light brings people together. Theirs divides people. You're so authentic, it doesn't matter where you are. You don't hide, and people see you and they love your energy. It inspires them to do things as well. You encourage people to take up space. You want to see that. This person doesn't want your person or their group or whatever their Stark society is, low vibrational, to get that mentality, because that's the start of them being insignificant, because they're not willing to vibrate higher, and they don't want to be like held to a higher standard or be seen as somebody who has never known what they were talking about. It's like, why did you lead us in this direction when there's so many risks involved, and when it's immoral and unethical? You like were very gung-ho on that's how you get successful. Yeah, it's over here we have somebody that doesn't hurt anyone. They consider everybody. They include them. Nobody has to shrink themselves, and it's healing on top of it. It's more stable, more peaceful. So yeah, they tried to sacrifice you from this group, or they did sacrifice you, but here you are shining again. So you didn't burn out. The light's still there. So you were adopted into another environment, okay? One that won't sacrifice you. You know, the moths are not going to sacrifice the flame, y'all. They're going to flock to the flame. Yeah, it's like somebody resented you for having boundaries and for fighting for yourself, because they don't want to do that. It's like they want other people to settle too. This is such a gross energy. It's just, ugh. So this is somebody who would literally get offended if you had, like, if you were just fighting for your own life paths and your own North Node and your own vision, and also just reasonable boundaries, let's just say. They would get offended by that. They would take it as an attack. Oh, you think you can control, you think you're gonna change the way things are, what, you think you're better than me? Like, you know, what you think you know, it's that energy, y'all. It's just like, oh yeah, okay, well, I'll make sure that they don't, setting boundaries against me. You're gonna restrict him against me or her against me. Well, then I'm gonna make them come over here and just sacrifice you. And that could have happened, because they could have gassed them up so much that they believed that that's where the victory was, but it was right there in front of them. Yeah. Somebody resents your happiness, your dream, your wish fulfillment. They hate it. They can't stand it. They're very apathetic and indifferent towards it. They don't want somebody to view somebody as their happiness either. They want you to disconnect from what it is that makes you shine and happy and feel inspired. Why is this person such a damn hater? They're so ugly. Ugh. They're so envious and empty and bitter. They probably have some delusional hierarchy, and they always want to have the most influence and come off as a smart one. But I don't know why. It's very obvious that, like, you do things shady, people, you know, with risk involved, and you don't earn any of it, and it doesn't stick. It's like, why don't you try something new, you know, and inspire others and give everybody a chance to shine? But no. No. Yeah. So now somebody's thinking about, they want to go, they really, I don't know if they're going, yeah, they want, wow. So they want this. They're daydreaming, whoever this is, whoever you both shared the link with. They're thinking about how they want this Ace of Cups. They want this, like, new emotional breakthroughs and these feelings, this cup of love, this new creativity, this new business idea, or there's something to celebrate here. They want to show leadership and, you know, go on this adventure with you, but it's too heavy because of the negativity that they're around. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, somebody's so burdened about you being successful. I don't know, like, because this is the type of person that doesn't, they steal things. They don't create things and make money, like, it's like they hate that your reputation is so high value, and like the way that you're seen, and that people respect you, and that you actually successfully make, like, maybe you're successful, you make money, or yeah, somebody's like literally fantasizing about it would be so much happier over there. Like, I should find the courage to do that. They're thinking about how you did it. It's like you went on your own with the Page of Wands. You're like, you know what? Screw them, man. I'm just gonna... I have this spark in my crystal. And I know I can light this shit up. I just gotta get there. And you were very motivated here for something, for this opportunity for love, or this, and it was like happy, it was healthy, it was good times, it was, somebody really wants to reunite with you, but it's so burdensome, because like it would be a whole thing, or they thought that you'd be too burdened to do all this on your own, but I feel like you did it on your own anyway. Yeah, it's a Tower. Wow. Telling you the truth and actually like vibrating higher like you are, instead of being in the reverse like these people are. For this masculine, I'm assuming it's like a King of Swords energy. It's like they fantasize, what would it be like if I had the courage, headed towards the collective, and just told them the truth, and actually set boundaries, and, you know, believed and had a leap of faith, and joined their team, and didn't let people talk me out of it, and actually had honor and fought for something, or, you know, leveled up and protected this relationship. But then they get into this Ten of Wands energy. You would literally have to take all their energy to do it, because they'd be fully responsible, and they probably wouldn't come back, wouldn't be welcome back into this group, you know? Yeah, and so it makes them feel insecure. Strength in reverse. Because conflict ensues. And somebody has this, like, ego power struggle with you. Yeah. Yeah, and so this is a Tower that somebody's been avoiding. They don't know. You can't avoid it. Face the damn Tower. Let that shit burn down. It's so negative. It's so lame. And vibrate higher, dudes. Like, are you kidding me? It's because they have self-doubt. It's hard for this person to make decisions. Even seeing that that it's working out for you. It's like they would have to, let's just say they chose these people, and they've already established, like, okay, this is our stance towards the collective, which is in some form of opposition towards you. For them to go back and say, you know what, I changed my mind, they know already that these people would give them shit and not, oh, so you're going to choose the collective over us? Like, seriously? It would just be it would take so much energy. And then if they vouched for working with you instead, they'd have to be fully responsible. And that makes them feel insecure. Like, maybe, maybe it wouldn't work out. Like, or maybe the collective would reject me anyway. And, I'm too intimidated to communicate and tell the truth and to stand up for myself and to protect things when there's conflict. And it's like, this is somebody that just escapes and avoids conflict because, I don't know, I feel like they're around feminines that criticize and, like, force, they don't allow somebody to have boundaries. They don't encourage them. It's like I don't know, this is an insecure masculine that is they should be a king of wands, but they're sensitive to criticism, I feel like. So then they become unsure. And then they think of the chaos and how much energy it would take, and then it's like, yeah, it's sad though. They're definitely comparing and thinking and, daydreaming about what if I just did it anyway. And yeah, they're not happy where they are. Something's very unbalanced and overwhelming. Yeah, they feel trapped. Look, oh my goodness, yo. It's hopeless here. They feel like they missed the opportunity. It's like they go back, they fantasize about it, and they're like so inspired. They see you shining, and then they're like, maybe if I tell the truth and I had honor and I could actually fix it, I would actually work out. I just have to communicate. But then it immediately just goes back and forth. Very scattered, very unsure, lack of confidence. And then they just feel trapped and paralyzed here. It's like cognitive dissonance nation, y'all. Okay. Yeah, he would have been an empire. Yeah. Now he has to deal with Wheel of Fortune in reverse, yo. Like, this person blocked their blessings. It's like everybody should have worked with you. You guys all could have won. You know what I mean? If this person respected you and they actually didn't, try to dim your light and stuff and get this person to sacrifice you. Yeah, they're so toxic. Oh, wow. So they were doing things in secret. This happiness hater. Look, and this could have been a twin flame connection, y'all. The sun and the moon coming out right next to each other. Somebody was obsessed with this connection. They wanted to dominate this. They wanted to control these twin flames. Separate them, probably. They're bitter and lame. Anyway, that's your reading. So now it's like this masculine's just in regret, but it's like a daily analysis paralysis in my head. No, I can't. It's like, it's sad. Some people, it's like, they literally blocked their own blessings. They had a star with the Wheel of Fortune, 3 of Cups. They had, it's a shame, Okay, well, that's why you don't let others live your own life for you. Like, you need to practice boundaries, even if it takes a lot of times practicing it. You have to be okay to disappoint people. Even if you're unsure, you have to be okay to take a leap of faith. That's what life's about. This is your one life. What the frick are you doing? It's like how you'll never know then, Yeah. So it's very hard for this person to express themselves and to shine in their light because in this group, you people make themselves smaller because it's like the normal to like talk shit and laugh and gossip at the one that's standing out, It's like negative, lame energies. Yeah, and it's like I don't know how these people know. They could be watching you and looking at photographs, maybe looking you up online, seeing things going well for you, and it's like you going after your passions in your environment is celebrated, and it's like it continues to be good times, and people are inspired and they're happy and they encourage each other, and you can be yourself. You can explore to find who you are, and you know, you don't. It's just a whole different world. Yeah. Justice. Okay. Yeah. So I guess what the universe is saying, due to somebody's choices, it's like they can't defend their actions because they didn't take time to heal. They didn't take a break, and now that's why, yeah, the magician in reverse. They joined the team where they wanted to block manifestations. They blocked their own blessings because they believed these people, or they were in their ego and getting gassed up and thought that the winning team was over there, you know. But it looks like things are balancing out from the universe for you regardless, and you found a whole new network that absolutely adores you, and well, that's what's gonna happen. This person didn't earn what's fair, so it's good that they left, because it's like they would have just ruined your stuff. They did try, or somebody did. Yeah, when they could have been an emperor. Instead, they were a magician in reverse. Somebody blocked somebody from being an emperor because they don't heal. They don't think for themselves. If they healed, then they would practice healthy behaviors like boundaries. They wouldn't do things impulsively. They wouldn't be oppressed and, you know, like impulsive and negative and stuff. So yeah, that's your reading, y'all. Okay, a lot of Libra energy. I might have to walk my dog soon, but do you guys have any questions, or does anyone want a personal reading? In case, I'm gonna put my info up here. Okay, what's up, y'all? So yeah, I don't know if you guys were dealing with somebody that like kind of dropped the ball with you or what. Whatever they headed towards, it's not nearly as impressive as what you're doing, it looks like. So kudos to you, y'all. Alright. Let's see. Does anyone have any questions? Is Helen receiving karma and is in regret? Let's see. What's up? So if I do sign off soon, I'll come back on. Okay, because I want to do one of the zodiac signs, and if anybody would like a personal. But I'm going to answer a few questions before I hop off and walk these babies. No. They're in denial, or they haven't made a concrete decision. It's like an indecisive energy and somewhat denial or whatever. It'll happen eventually. How do I forgive him for Zeta? Let's see, hon. Yeah, it's hard. Especially if it's how bad it was, whatever it was. I see that there's been a breakup or a separation here. Conflict in what should have been harmonious connection. How does Zeta forgive him? Focus on your own happiness, get your energy back, go after what makes you happy, have a balanced yang energy, be optimistic, focus on your achievements, your confidence, your happiness, and eventually you'll be sliving and slaying, as Paris would say. I love when she says, dude, slitting, living your best life. Okay. It's like eventually you'll be in such a high vibration that you will forgive him, because you're going to be rerouting all that energy of feeling disappointment and pouring into yourself and not focusing so much on that, and it's going to bring you your vitality, your abundance and stuff. Yeah, you're going to be in a better headspace. Yeah, Spirit wants you to answer the call of the universe, whatever is beckoning you, whatever makes you happy just for you. Like, do that, and it's gonna raise your vibration, and you'll be able to forgive. Okay. Is Antonio still wanting to return and reconcile? Let's see. What's up, yo? I wonder what sign we're gonna end up reading on today. We just did Virgo. That was a really good read. Yeah, you might intuit this, yeah. Yeah. Sometimes they think about how, like, the good times and how they'd probably be celebrating with you. But this is somebody who's just indecisive and, yeah, and selfish and just kind of ignorant and stupid. So what can you do? It's like, there's a lot of energies, it's sad to see, but there's a lot of lack mentality energies, y'all, that talk themselves out of it. It's like, I wonder why. I don't know if it's how they were raised, or if they never had anyone that believed in them, or if they're just lazy. I don't know what it is, but it sucks to see that, you know. It's like, I've seen people come all the way out to LA to pursue acting or music, and they only stayed for like a year or two, and I'm like, that's it? That's all you're gonna give it? You did the whole move here.